Okay.
이거 루비
To another level with the iconic chocolate of Hershey's Kisses.
Hello everyone. Today I will tell you a story. The story is titled, My Cat and the Sofa Chair. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you appreciate me. You can skip this if you don't like this video. Thank you very much. The story begins as follows. It was an ordinary Saturday morning when I first noticed the strange behavior of my cat, Mr. Whiskers. As usual, he was lounging lazily on the couch, staring out the window. But today was different. Today, he was eyeing the sofa chair with a level of suspicion that could only mean one thing. Something was up. I had recently purchased a new sofa chair for the living room. It was plush, comfortable, and a perfect spot to relax after a long day. But apparently, Mr. Whiskers had other plans. He stood at the edge of the chair, peering at it from various angles, his tail flicking in nervous excitement. "What's the matter, Mr. Whiskers?" I asked, half amused, half concerned. "Is the sofa chair giving you trouble?" He let out a soft meow, which I could only interpret as a challenge. The chair was now a rival, a competitor. He had lived in this house for 5 years, and up until now, the couch was his territory. Now there was this new, plush invader. How dare it? Over the next few days, Mr. Whiskers began a series of bizarre, almost ninja-like maneuvers around the new chair. At first, he tried this staring contest technique, where he would sit and stare at the chair for hours, waiting for it to make the first move. Nothing happened, of course, except for the occasional glance from me, wondering if my cat had finally lost his mind. Next, he tried jumping onto the chair, only to immediately leap off again, as if he had been burned by the very idea of sitting there. He would proceed to sniff every corner of the chair, as if searching for hidden traps or perhaps hoping to find a secret stash of snacks. His eyes would widen with surprise when he discovered nothing but fabric and padding. One morning, I found him perched on top of the chair, as if it were some kind of high mountain. He had claimed the chair, and I could almost hear him saying, "I'll show you, Sofa, who's the real boss around here." However, the most dramatic moment came when I decided to sit in the chair. Mr. Whiskers watched in utter horror as I plopped down onto his rival. He then proceeded to leap into the air, landing on my lap in a flurry of fur and confusion. "Really, Mr. Whiskers? I'm just trying to relax," I chuckled, as he glared at me with a mix of betrayal and fury. "You're not the only one who needs a comfortable spot." The battle raged on for a few more days, but eventually I began to notice a change in Mr. Whiskers. He stopped sneaking suspicious glances at the chair and began to approach it with a certain curiosity. One afternoon, I saw him sitting on the armrest, eyeing the chair carefully. Then, with the slow, deliberate grace of a cat who knew exactly what he was doing, he jumped onto the cushion. At first, he looked unsure, as if waiting for the chair to spring a trap. But nothing happened. The chair was soft, warm, and surprisingly comfortable. Mr. Whiskers blinked in surprise, then settled in with a satisfied purr. "Looks like you've made peace with the chair," I said, laughing. "Good job, Mr. Whiskers." From that day on, the chair was no longer an enemy. It had been conquered, not by force, but by the charm and persistence of my cat. And as I sat down beside him on the couch, I couldn't help but think that sometimes even a cat has to admit that there's room for a new rival in the house, as long as it's soft enough to nap on.